Okay, this one's going to be quick. This is the nervous disorders. So here's the basic answer key. Actually, the correct one gives me, but whatever. So, multiple sclerosis, the MS, myelin sheaths are destroyed. So it slows down those circuits. So she's getting progressive muscle, progressive weakness, slower responses. And it's a progressive disease because it doesn't happen all at one time. It slowly destroys those, so the speed of the impulses, the action potentials are slowing down. Alzheimer's, the key neurotransmitters. Remember, neurotransmitters send out signals and communicate to other cells. They are being lost. The acetylcholine is not working as much, so it's not being sent. So there's not as much cellular communication and the cell's ability. Now, some people say it will affect the hippocampus, which is great because obviously memory is affected. Epilepsy. There is too many charges. A lot of people said just discharges, but there's too many neurons. All right, and it's a seizure. Now, what's kind of neat about this is if it's in the motor cortex, you will have a seizure. However, you could have different epilepsy in different parts of the brain. So if you have it in the olfactory bulb area, you would have weird sensation smells. Have it in the occipital lobe, you have weird visions or blackouts and stuff like that. So some people are affected differently by epilepsy, but it's basically just all the neurons find too many impulses uncontrollably. Parkinson's disease is dopamine is no longer being inhibited in the ones that actually help with movement, so that's why they get shaky arms. And then dopamine also controls our emotions, so they have problems with that. So again, dopamine is a neurotransmitter, and it's not going to be secreting as much, so there's not as much dopamine. Lou Gehrig's ALS is basically just the motor neurons are starting to get eaten away, and you slowly lose muscle control until eventually you get paralysis through all your muscles. It's a very degenerative disease, and it slowly, unfortunately, just breaks down all your motor neurons and you can't move. And then Huntington's disease, it's a genetic disease, so it can be passed on. So that's why the one scenario where the girl and the mother had similar symptoms, that's why that one was Huntington's disease. And it basically just unfortunately kills neurons, and there's of the brain in different areas in the brain, which there's a variety of symptoms. All right, so that one's kind of more random as far as all the different symptoms that you have there. All right, so you should be able to identify these.